Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and I may or may not have a little bit of a shopping problem. So I may or may not have bought some Sonic figures I don't necessarily need, but I thought it'd be fun to make a video out of it to show my problem. So let's unbox these and play with these for a little bit and tell you what I think of them. So a majority of this is the Sonic Prime figures, and originally I was like, I don't need them all. But after finishing the show, I was thinking I really like the New York City a lot because it kind of reminds me of the dystopian future from Sonic Chronicles of Dark Brotherhood. And I had the figures over here, and it turns out Tails 9 is like worth a good bit of money. So neat, I found him at a GameStop for cheap. But I was very underwhelmed by these figures because the Sonic and a couple other characters have like ball hinged ankles instead of ball pegs. So you would have to rotate it in a very particular way in order for you to pose it, or else you'll just snap the ankle. But as more of the figures came out, I'm like, man, these do look kind of cool. So I don't know if I'm going to go for the full set. I probably won't, because I can't even make room to display all of these. But they look so cool, like I couldn't resist. But before we get into the Sonic Prime figures, I want to get into this little Chao figure. I think when it comes to the neutral Chao, this is my second one, and I bought a third one for my fiance because she's just starting to play Sonic and she likes the Chao Garden. I was originally trying to find her a gold Chao, so I found her a regular Chao instead. So here's this. You know what? Let's grab the other one too. So here's Chao number 2. And I may have another Chao right in here. But I swear this one's different, okay? I'll get into that later. So the biggest reason why I bought another Chao, this one I actually found in the wild at Target for like $5. Stupid motorcycles. So anyway, I bought more Chao figures mainly because I actually want to do a photo shoot with a bunch of Chao. I'm trying to do something similar to this, but instead of doing it, you know, on my coffee table, I'd much rather do it in a mini golf course. Because I feel like the fake grass terrain, as well as like a rock or so in the background where the Chao can also play there, I want to do that with some neutral Chao. I want to do it with my dark Chao and my gold Chao. I'm looking over there because I have my Sonic collection over there, which here's a preview of that if you want to see that quick. But all these extra rings, I don't know how many of these I have. I want to say I have at least 4 of these rings before these ones. I don't need these. I really don't need these. So I guess if anybody needs some rings, let me know, I guess. Hey, Tito, do you need these? Or Chrissy, any of you? I don't know what it is about the shoulders, but like, I feel like they were like put on backwards. I feel like that looks more natural. There you go. That looks okay. That just looks backwards. I feel like... There we go. I don't know what happened there, but now it looks a little bit more natural. I like that a little bit better. But these ones you can find at like the checkout at like Walmart, which funny enough, like when it comes to these little, I don't want to say blind bags, but these little boxed figures right here, I actually bought like a lot more of them, and I'm still trying to find one more. I'm trying to find myself a classic Amy, which I can probably find that, no problem. I just got to keep looking. I was actually debating on opening those figures for this video, but I actually want to wait until I find the Sonic with the tornado before I open those ones, because I actually bought a Tails figure specifically for that, but then I'm like, I like the way the rest of these look. I'll finally buy the rest of the line. So here we go. Part of me likes this type of packaging because it's very eco-friendly in comparison to the blister cards, but I like the blister cards a lot there. So it's a mixed bag for me. I like being able to see my figure and make sure the eyes are actually painted right. Like for example, this stamping isn't completely lined up with the little indent like made for them, but this is fine. Do you come with rings as well? Yeah, you come with 1 ring. Now we have 8 rings. I don't even like these rings. They look like Funyuns, but I love Funyuns. So now we have 2 more Chao. I guess after I'm done unboxing the Chao, I'll pull out all the other Chao that I have, but you know, just for fun. But this one, this is special. So TitoTheOG, I was asking him if he can help me find a gold Chao. I actually asked a bunch of people, but TitoTheOG was the one who actually found one first for me. So I gave him a few dollars and he sent it my way. So thank you so much, Tito, for being such a good friend. So I guess I'm gonna try to open this, you know, without like revealing my address because I didn't feel like scribbling that out. because I'm irresponsible. Just as me being irresponsible by cutting toward me. But yeah, I want to keep this box. This is so cute. I love this. I'm gonna like hang this in my kitchen somewhere. But we got some stuffing, sweet, and he found me a gold Chao. Funny enough, when I was looking for the gold Chao originally, I was like on a whim. I'm like, I'm gonna see if they have this, and I managed to find one, no problem. But during the time, my fiance was very upset with me. I can't remember what I did. So funny enough, I got a gold Chao when she was angry. But now that she's happy and likes Sonic, now we gotta find her another one. But the one that I got originally has like a little bit of a messed up like face paint. Like the eyes aren't lined up exactly. But this one's hers, so I'm not gonna take it. This one does look really good though. He's even like already waving. He came out of the package like that. He's like, hello world! Is there anything else in here? Is it, of course, another ring! Tito, Chrissy, or Pink GameCube I should say. Pink GameCube. If any of you need any rings, please take them from me. So we got this Chao, we got this Chao, we got this Chao. Then I remember finding this one in the wild. I got really excited. Or did somebody buy that for me? No, I think I found this one in the wild. Then this is the one that I found when Michaela was angry at me. It's funny enough, like it looks like they're both looking in like different directions. So having them paired like that, that's actually kind of cute. I like that. And then we have this dark Chao that I found in Tennessee of all places. I'm from Pennsylvania, for anybody who didn't know. But yeah, look at the little Chao collection. We need Hero Chao. And maybe some Chaos Chao. I don't know. We also need cheese for the cream figure. Please. Alright, now we can get into Sonic Prime. So this is the New York City Knuckles. Or, I'm sorry, Knux. There was another Knuckles that was like the one from the jungle, I believe. I actually really like the way that one looks. So, I almost want that one. I shouldn't, because I don't have space for it, nor the money. But, I like this. However, I do actually plan on like letting you guys know towards the end of the video what figures I plan on getting after these. So make sure you stick to the end for that, because I want to buy more toys. It doesn't look like anything's like sticking them in, because sometimes they do those plastic ties to like keep you in there. So let's break it out of prison. Oh yeah, I absolutely didn't like look at the back of the box. I don't know, I feel like this face looks better. I think it's mainly like the shade of purple, because they definitely changed the shade of the purple in his eyes. But I mean, he still looks cool nonetheless. I like how like hefty these figures kind of feel. I know eventually Jakks Pacific is supposed to show off some like new 5-inch figures that are not based on Sonic Prime. So anyway, yeah, I know sometime soon they're gonna show off some new Jakks figures. But I'm hoping actually they show them off during their panel at Comic-Con. Yeah, these are on ball pegs, so you can like move them freely the way you need to, the way it's supposed to be. But there is an ugly ball hinge for his neck though. Like there's a nice gap in there. I mainly want to check just so I don't break the figure. But with it being a Knuckles figure, unfortunately he's also cursed with the fact that he has his giant dreads. I like him having an open grip, but like, what's he gonna hold? I don't know. Hold on, can we get his head down as he's like punching? Like, cause like, that's my Knuckles pose. Yeah. Well, looking at the detail, like you can see his like elbow pads, but like you can. It's weird how like you can like essentially break the mold of that. So that's unfortunate. Oh, then I forgot he has these scars everywhere. That's actually pretty cool. That's a nice little attention to detail. I don't know. If you watch Sonic Prime, let me know in the comments like what's your favorite world. Mine's New York City. It just reminds me of Sonic Chronicles. So that's my reasoning, at least. And originally I wanted to go for all the New York City figures. Like I still wanted to get like, I think it's whatever the Metal Sonic equivalent is, and there are a couple other figures I think I was looking at. Like there's also like a hipster Eggman figure I was looking at. But I've been sitting on these for like a month at least, and I haven't made a video on them yet, so I'll get them eventually. But I think my stance still stands on when it comes to how I feel about these figures. I think they're fine. They're not really amazing. Like they look good for the most part. But I know the first wave of figures were not very great. I feel like they look good, but they're not really fun to play with though. Mainly because like, they're like packed with so much articulation, and it's like a whole bunch of different bicep swivels for the most part. So like you'll like bend the knee and then you can like rotate it that way. It doesn't make for fluid motion when it comes to actually playing with it. Like it just comes across as more clunky. And for something that's supposed to be like a children's toy, it doesn't do too good of a job for that, and it ends up making it more prone to snapping. But this is how I'm going to pose him on my shelf, if I can make room for him. Yeah, that works for now. Next up, we got Rusty Rose. I got Rusty Rose as well as Nux at GameStop. I typically don't shop at GameStop since I work in a game store myself, but we didn't have these figures at the time. So, I bought them there. And no lie, I kind of want to buy a membership just so I can get figures for cheap. That would be kind of nice. But on the back, it says somewhere how her arm extends. Yeah, the arm extends right here. I don't know how to feel about this 3D effect on Sonic. It kind of messes my eyes a little bit, but maybe I'm just a boomer, I don't know. But then on the back, yeah, this is, yeah, the gnarly knuckles. I actually really like the way this figure looks in person. Like, no lie, I actually like the final product more than the prototype here. But we also got Shadow right here. But I like Rusty Rose. I really also like the way, like, the pirate Amy looks. The way they painted her eyes and her smile, like, it just came across so good. Like, if you're an Amy fan, I feel like you should buy that figure. But Rusty Rose, kind of cool. Let's open her up. Yeah. Nothing like a 31-year-old man opening some Sonic toys and playing with them. Yeah. I am so nervous about snapping these figures on the way to opening them. The way they're imprisoned in here is insane. Okay, but here's Rusty Rose. She has ball hinged ankles. I guess it's forgiving because, like, the way her ankles are sculpted, like, there's, like, not really much movement you could really get in there anyway, so that's fine. But I like the Rusty look. Like, you can see, like, how things are painted across each other. You do see a lot of marbling, but personally, I don't mind marbling all that much. It just kind of reminds me of childhood toys myself, so, like, I just get nostalgic when I see it. But what I really love is the double jointed elbows. This is the only figure in the line that has those because of the way she's, like, sculpted. So this one, the arm extends, right? That was more difficult than it needed to be, and there's not that much of a length. Yeah, I'm looking at the back of the box, like, that's the range you're supposed to get. I mean, I can almost appreciate them attempting to go for a gimmick, but, like, the tension's so tight, and it's so scary to mess with. Like, you're afraid you're gonna, like, break it or something. And there's not much range to, like, make it, like, worth it or satisfying, but, like, they attempted, I guess. But I don't know about you, but I always liked the look of Rusty Rose. Like, this is just such a cool looking figure for me. And she also got them technically double jointed knees. But, like, you're not getting a lot of range out of it. But, like, aesthetically, this is a really cool figure. I actually don't mind that I picked this up. This is actually pretty cool. But Rusty Rose as an action figure, like, it translates very well. I'm actually really impressed by this. Besides the gimmick, like, not being all that good, like, I like the way it's painted, I like the way it's sculpted, I like the way it's articulated. This is actually a cool looking Amy figure. But I saved the best for last. We got a Shadow. So, TitoTheOG not only hooked me up with the gold Chao, he actually hooked me up with this Knuckles figure right here. He managed to find it in the wild. I think he posted it on his Instagram story or something. And I said, hey, I want that. I don't think he even charged me for this thing either. I think he just sent it to me. So, TitoTheOG, I really appreciate you as a friend. You're actually really awesome. But funny enough, I actually found this figure in the wild twice and passed on him both times, and now he's expensive. But I feel like after Jakks Pacific releases their 5-inch figures, they're probably going to look a lot better than this figure anyway, so he's probably going to drop in value like crazy after that one comes out. But I just really hope they release in time for the, what's it called, the Sonic X Shadow Generations. Let's open them up, and let's keep talking, because I actually wonder if, when they ever come out with those 5-inch figures, how well will they look next to the 4-inch classic figures? Because the 4-inch classic figures, for the longest time, didn't really have much of a reason to exist with the 4-inch modern figures being there to, like, properly scale it. But now we're getting an all-new scale of figures, and I'm kind of curious. Because for the most part, like, as you can tell, let's open this up first before I keep talking. This is going to be loud and violent. I I hate this so much. And there we go. Why can't they make a shadow figure that like comes in a capsule to make it look like you're unleashing him from his capsule? Lego did it. Come on, Jakks or Good Smile or anybody else. I can't tell if you're ball hinged or free moving. Oh, they're all ball hinges. Oh, I do not like this figure already. But this is by far like the most detailed shadow figure that we have right now. The one I want the most is the Joyride Studios one, but that one's like $400, so screw that. I wish he looked a little bit more angry so he could do like his I don't know, his Sonic 06 grip. I don't know. This just looks cool. I like the way this looks. I feel like if TitoTheOG didn't find this for me, I would have mostly been happy not having the Shadow. But now that I have Shadow, I'm happy I got this. This is actually really cool. Thank you, Tito, again. You're great. But looking at the exhaust, like the jet boots, I don't know, I'm personally more of the fan of the Jazzwares ones, personally. But that's just because I'm a blind fanboy. I love the Jazzwares figures so much. But no lie, these actually do look really good. But I'm still waiting for the day that they actually perfect the way the Jets shoes look, or the hover shoes, whatever they're called. Because let's pretend I'm playing Shadow the Hedgehog for the first time, and you see him flying down to the first level, and you just see the bottom of his shoes. And I don't know about you, but I admire the way that looks so much. So I hope when they make the regular Sonic, no Prime, but regular Sonic 5-inch figures, I hope they actually add the detail of like the rest of the jet boots that he needs. And I want him to look more angry. Like, I want it to be so like his irises are like either don't have much white around them or are being cut off by his brow. The painting on like the sides aren't perfect, but they're fine, I guess. And I love the way the quills look so much. Like I always loved like this striped design so much for a Shadow figure. Like when I got this figure, this is actually the first Shadow figure I ever had. And I remember being in the car on the way home from Toys R Us, just admiring the way this thing looks. Because I think I was in high school when I got this figure, and I've wanted a Shadow figure since Sonic Adventure 2 was a thing. And I forget what grade I was in. I was in elementary school when I played Sonic Adventure 2. So I'm happy that we have a decent amount of Shadow figures now. I just wish there was one that was perfect. This is close. This is a good looking figure, but like, I want the fine details. I want the Nendoroid, damn it. I cannot wait for that figure to come out. And the sun's really starting to shine on me, isn't it? Ooh. With me having a bit of a red beard, I kind of get allergic to the sun. But anyway, I like this. This is really cool, and it like shows the potential of an even better figure coming in the future. Like, I remember when the Shadow Nendoroid got announced and like was saying, hey, it's gonna be up for pre-order in like a week or two. Like, that woke me up from my sleep. Like, typically I'm like in the morning, like I do my hour snooze and then play on my phone for like 15 minutes or a half an hour. But when I saw the Shadow Nendoroid, like, I was immediately up. I didn't like feel groggy at all anymore. I'm like, hype, shower. But I'm kind of low-key nervous about this whole 5-inch line. Are they going to start from scratch? Or is it only going to be a couple of figures that they're going to do? Because, like, Jakks Pacific has, like, so many different lines now. They have, what's it, the 2.5-inch. They have the 4-inch. Now they're coming out with a 5-inch. Then they have the collector's figures that, like, come with more accessories and stuff. I don't know. It's just becoming a little much. Because, like, I feel like if you're going to collect Sonic figures, the 4-inch and 2.5-inch lines are perfect for you. Getting a slightly better figure, yeah, the 5-inch line's going to be doing that for you, I guess. But the collector's figures, that's just in case you didn't get the Nendoroid and you'd rather have something else. I say that, but, like, the Tails collector's figure was actually really solid. I'm actually, like, really impressed by that figure. That is hands down the best Tails figure out there. But this Shadow, it's kind of cool. Hold on, how does he look next to the Joyride Sonic? Give me a sec. Okay, here he is. I mean, it's not going to beat the Joyride Shadow. The Joyride Shadow is the coolest looking figure, I think. This still looks good, don't get me wrong, but like, it definitely clashes with this. Because the Joyride just has its own style. It's so good. That's the Sonic figures that I bought. And I bought more 2.5-inch figures, but I'll wait until another video for that one. However, the other video I want to do really soon, actually, give me a sec. So I have this collection of the Totaku figures right here, okay? These were GameStop exclusive figures. If you're not familiar with Totaku, kind of think of it like Amiibos, but there's no chip in them. They don't add anything to the games. They're just there to look good on your shelf or desk. Originally, they mostly started with PlayStation characters, and then they branched out and did like Xbox characters, Sega characters, like they did a lot of other stuff. But I have the line of the Sonic ones, and they look really good. I want to open them very badly, but I don't want to open these ones. So I want to buy another set of those to do an unboxing videos of those. However, I also want to buy more Totaku on top of that, because I have other characters too. Like I have like Parappa Rapper, Sackboy, I have a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh characters. Then I have the whole Crash Bandicoot line, but I already have those both boxed and unboxed. But now I want the rest of them to be unboxed. So let me know in the comments, do you want to see this? Quite honestly, if you do want to support this and you want to see me do a video of this, there's gonna be a link to my Streamlabs. That's where you can do like tips and donations and stuff like that. If you donate toward that, that can directly go toward this and like make that video come sooner. But thank you for joining me on like wasting my money and enjoying it. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure in the near future these guys are probably just gonna go in the basement because I don't have enough space anymore. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's my social media. And thank you for watching this. This is such a waste of money, but I was so proud of it. Anyway, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. So peace.